What are you passionate about?
You asked me that.
Oh, my bad.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Sydney, aka Shawty that reads. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on future literary content. So in today's video, I thought I would do a Q&A so you guys can get to know me a little bit better. For those of you who are brand new or who have just subscribed, I will just do a quick little intro. Like I said, my name is Sydney. I run a book club over on my Instagram at Shawtyreads, and I also own a bookstore called Purple Skies Bookstore. I started off with 3 books in my featured collection, and now I add a book every single month, and that book is the book that we read for our book club. So that's a little bit about me. I've been reading ever since I can remember, and I absolutely love it. So I'm going to have my lovely assistant ask me the questions that you guys sent in. I just did a little ask a question on my Instagram story, so let's get into it.
Favorite color?
My favorite colors are orange and yellow. I feel like those are the colors that emanate from my soul. The colors that I like to look at would be aquamarine, blue, anything that looks like the ocean or the sea, basically.
Favorite food?
Pho or gumbo. Soup, basically. But specifically pho or gumbo. And honestly, it's a really, really close tie there. And I don't think I'll ever answer the question where I just choose one. But yeah, either or.
What motivates you to read books?
Oh my gosh, that's such a great question. My love of knowledge. I think reading is a great way to just educate yourself, and that's the way that I learn. So I love reading because I get to learn about new subjects. If I want to basically learn about anything, I can go to a bookstore, buy a book, and read up on it. I also love reading because I think it's a great form of escape. Thich Nhat Hanh would not be happy with me saying that because we're not supposed to escape our reality, but that's why I like reading sometimes too. A great fiction book can take you somewhere else, and sometimes you need that.
What was the first book that made you fall in love with reading or made you want to read more?
Definitely Harry Potter. I wasn't allowed to read it, so my cousin Casey snuck it to me. So I don't know if it was because it was forbidden or Harry Potter was great. I would finish those books in literally less than a day. So Harry Potter was definitely the first series where I was like, oh, I could do this every day nonstop for the rest of my life. I loved that series. And then I also have a book here that I still own because I don't really have any of the Harry Potter books anymore, but The Last of the Really Great Whangdoodles by Julie Andrews. I really loved this book, and it really opened my mind to the possibilities of different realms, and it's just a really fun book for kids, and the cover is really cute. So
what are your sun, moon, and rising signs? Also, what's your life path number? Love you.
Oh my God, love you too. Sun sign, Aries. Rising sign, Sag. Moon, Scorpio. You can make of that what you will. My life path number is definitely 222. I started seeing it a couple years ago, and I think that it definitely fits my personality. It's all about peace and harmony and going with the flow, and I tend to have a personality where I overwork myself, or I can be a little bit reactive, which we're working on. So it is just a friendly reminder constantly to just find peace within myself, find harmony, regardless of all the negativity that's going on around you, to just focus on that. So yeah.
If you could leave to anywhere in the world, where would you want to go most?
Oh my God, I read this question and I had it all planned out, and now I'm I still don't know where I'd want to go. I think just somewhere tropical, anywhere tropical. I haven't traveled too much. I've been to China and Guatemala, and both of the areas I went to were very hot and humid, and that's honestly kind of my thing. I could deal with the heat for sure. I just think your skin looks good and you're glowing all the time. No one knows if it's sweat or glow, but you just look good in that humid air. So Yeah, somewhere tropical.
I have never finished a book. I fall asleep reading, but have a passion to learn so much. Help.
I feel you. I fall asleep when I read too. I don't think you should be hard on yourself. I think if you're having a hard time staying awake or staying engaged, just give yourself a goal. So then that way you know, like, I'm gonna read a chapter or I'm gonna read 10 pages, and you know, like, you can stay awake for 10 pages, right? So also just making sure that you're choosing times where you're not sleepy, so maybe don't read before bed. Like, I think right when you wake up, reading like a chapter of a book is a great way to start your day. So I would try that.
Describe your reading journey.
My reading journey, I kind of said at the beginning, I've been reading since I was really, really young. I kind of would just like mimic what my grandparents would do because they're really avid readers. And I definitely stuck with fiction for a long time. I didn't really venture outside of that genre. And now it's like completely different. Like, I'm willing to read anything as long as I can like learn something new. So that's a little bit about the journey from the beginning. We started with fiction and now I'm definitely open to more genres.
Biggest pet peeve.
Okay, biggest pet peeve. If I'm talking to someone and they're on their phone, I just think that's like rude as hell. And there's like really no excuse for it. Like, whoever is on your phone can wait. Like, they actually can because they're not in front of you, but I cannot. So I just think it's rude.
What are your reading goals for this year?
Whoo, girl, I'd have messed around and put 50 on the Goodreads. So I have a goal of 50, I guess. I don't know what I was thinking when I put that in there, but I think I can do it because I did 30 last year, so it's just 20 more. You know, maybe we'll do some little short ones.
What is your definition of being in love, and have you ever been?
Oh my God, I love this question. My definition of being in love, and yes, I have been, or maybe I am in. I definitely agree with Bell Hooks. Like, I'm sorry, y'all, I got to take it out of All About Love. She says that love is about nurturing your own spiritual growth as well as nurturing another spiritual growth. So I take that as basically loving someone is giving them the space to be themselves. I think, unfortunately, we live in a society where we try to people try to fit their partners into a box, and I just feel like it's never going to work out that way. Like, you have to allow people to be who they are, and you either love them for it or you don't. You're not going to change anyone. So yeah, I don't think I have like a very like cute definition of love. It's just very real, and I think that's what makes it beautiful. It's like you choose to spend your life with someone who is just as imperfectly perfect as you. So yeah, I think it's great.
What is your most embarrassing high story?
I was at In-N-Out once. This was when I was in college, so you know, you like just start smoking and it hits you real hard. And I remember going to In-N-Out and I was really paranoid, and I thought the security guard was like checking for us, and I thought he was gonna kick us out when really he was minding his business. We were not on his radar. I couldn't order my food because I couldn't stop laughing, and then I ended up like falling asleep at the table in the middle of a sentence. So that's embarrassing. It's a little messy. Everyone's been a little messy, right?
What are you passionate about?
I am passionate about holistic health, you guys. I don't talk about it like too much on my channel, but I think that everyone should be able to like know how to heal themselves, or at least have like access to the information. I actually just got this book, African Holistic Health, that I'm obsessed with. Like, I just read a little bit of it every single day, and like this is something that's definitely like never going to leave my library. And then I also have this book, Vitamins and Minerals from A to Z. I link every book that I mentioned down below, by the way, so don't worry. But I'm just really passionate about stuff like this, and like I said, I learned through books. So as many books as I can get my hands on like this, pertaining to holistic health and like natural remedies, that's something I'm really passionate about.
What is your favorite book and why?
Wait, this is not speed round. My favorite book and why? Asking It Is Given. I pulled it for y'all. I actually pulled 2 books. So it's between The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle and Asking It Is Given, but I really think Asking It Is Given wins. This book, I like turned to a page earlier today, and it already done took me on a journey for the whole day. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's a great book. It's all about manifesting your desires and thinking positive, and just, yeah, everyone should read this book if you're into stuff like this.
What's the one book you think everyone should read?
I'm gonna pull a book that's on my website, Purple Skies Bookstore, which is why it's on the website, because I do think it's a book that everyone should read. It's All About Love by Bell Hooks, which I mentioned earlier. Like, clearly this is how much of an effect this book has had on me, but I just think that everyone should read this. She has some pretty controversial ideas about love, and definitely questions what like most of us were raised to think about love. It'll definitely just like make you rethink your childhood, the way that your parents treat you, the way that you treat people, the way that you love people. It's just amazing. But Bell Hooks is amazing, so are we surprised?
What is one book that has changed your life and the way you view the world?
The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. I've mentioned this book before, but the four agreements are: don't assume, don't take anything personal. What's the third one?
Be impeccable with your word.
Be impeccable with your word. And always do your best. So, yeah, if you were to follow these four agreements, I think that everyone's life would be a lot easier. But if it were that easy, then we would all be doing it, right? So this is just a really great book, a reminder of like what's important and what's not important, and how we worry about like all these asinine things when really all we should be doing is minding our business and these four agreements.
Have you thought about maybe writing your own book one day?
Maybe so. Maybe so.
What have you learned during this journey while sharing your love of literature with the world?
I've learned that a lot more people enjoy reading than one would think. I think there just needs to be like more conversation started around books. I think we need more people like myself who, do the research to like find books and share it with people, because I think that sometimes it could get a little overwhelming, like if you don't know what to read. So I've learned that a lot of people are into reading. There's just some people who like don't know what to read, how to read, the best practices. I do have a video on how to improve your reading skills, by the way. I should have said that for that last question about how you can't stay awake when you read. So I do have a video out for how to improve your reading skills. So I think just like sharing my knowledge and then learning from other people too, and like getting their recommendations, it's just been really fun, like building a little reading community with everyone.
All right, final question. If you could take one album, one book, and one movie, and you're stuck on an island, what would you take?
What a great question. Was that off top? Woo! Okay, one movie. The Hobbit trilogy. I don't care. I know it's 3, but the Hobbit trilogy. Book. Asking It Is Given so I can stay positive and like manifest getting off the island. 3. You said food? Album. Ooh! Hybrid Theory by Linkin Park. And yeah, I'm sticking with it. All right, guys, that is all. Thank you so much for sending in your questions. I had so much fun filming that. Next video, I'm going to be reviewing Sing Unburied Sing by Jesmyn Ward. So look out for this video in the upcoming week or so. Also, like I said, every book mentioned will be linked down below for you guys to purchase or check out if you would like. Per usual, breathe easy, make sure you're drinking your sea moss, and I will see you guys later.